Ever wondered if those viral AI startups exploding all over the internet are actually genius ideas or just really smart marketing?
Because I had the exact same question.
So I did something a little crazy. I copied a viral AI startup for 48 hours straight. Same concept, same model, same type of AI tools. And by the end of those 48 hours, I discovered something about AI startups that almost nobody talks about. Something that completely changed how I think about AI business ideas. And honestly, the results surprised me. Let's start with the original viral AI startup that inspired this experiment. You've probably seen startups like this online. A super simple website. One clear feature. And suddenly thousands of people are using it. The startup I copied was basically an AI tools business that generated custom content using AI. That's it. No huge engineering team. No complex software. Just a simple interface connected to an AI model. And the founder reportedly gained thousands of users in just a few weeks. Which made me wonder, was the idea actually revolutionary? Or was it just launched quickly at the right moment? So I decided to run my own AI startup experiment to find out. I gave myself one rule: no overthinking. For the next 48 hours, I would try to build an AI startup using the same idea, using tools that almost anyone can access. No expensive development team. No months of work. Just the kind of setup someone might use for an AI side hustle. The tools were pretty simple. A website builder. An AI API connection. A payment system. And a basic landing page. The goal wasn't to create the perfect product. The goal was speed. Because something interesting happens with most viral AI startups. They don't win because they're perfect. They win because they launch before everyone else. And this is where the experiment got interesting. The first 12 hours were mostly about building. And surprisingly, it went way faster than I expected. Within just a few hours, I had a landing page ready. Then I connected the AI feature and finally added a simple payment option, which made me realize something kind of crazy. Starting an AI startup today is ridiculously easier than it was 10 years ago. Back then, you needed developers, servers, and serious funding. Today, you can connect AI tools together like digital building blocks. This is why we're seeing so many AI startup experiments popping up everywhere. The barrier to entry is almost gone. But that also creates a huge problem. And this is where most AI business ideas fail. People assume the AI itself creates the value. But AI is just the engine. What users actually pay for is clarity. They want speed. They want simplicity. They want one specific result. The original viral AI startup didn't try to do everything. It focused on solving one clear problem. So instead of trying to reinvent the idea, I focused on making the experience extremely simple. But building the product was only half the challenge. The real question was, would anyone actually use it? By hour 24, the product was live. And this is the scariest moment of any startup experiment, because once something goes live, real people can judge it. I shared the project in a few places where AI startup discussions happen online. Startup communities, indie hacker groups, AI tool forums. Honestly, I expected nothing. But within a few hours, something surprising happened. People started testing it. Not thousands of users, but enough to prove real interest. And that's when something clicked for me about AI startups. In traditional startup culture, people always say you should never copy ideas.
But the reality is a little different.
Many successful companies actually started by copying existing ideas and improving them. Uber wasn't the first ride-sharing service. Facebook wasn't the first social network. And most viral AI startups today follow the same pattern. They take a working concept and make it simpler. Or they focus on a smaller niche. Or they market it better. So copying the AI startup model wasn't cheating. It was learning the blueprint. But the biggest surprise happened around hour 36. Someone paid. Not a huge amount of money, but enough to prove something important. The model worked. And this revealed a huge truth about AI tools businesses. The hardest part of building an AI startup isn't the AI. It's getting people to trust your product. Once users see a clear result, even a very simple AI tool can turn into a real AI side hustle. By the end of the 48-hour challenge, I realized something even more interesting. Most viral AI startups aren't technological breakthroughs. They're speed experiments. The founders launch quickly. They test ideas fast. Then they improve based on feedback. Instead of spending months trying to build the perfect product, they launch in days. Which means the real advantage isn't coding. The real advantage is testing ideas faster than everyone else. This is why some founders launch multiple AI startup experiments every single month. They're basically running startup laboratories. Eventually, one idea catches attention. And that's the one that becomes viral. If there's one lesson from this experiment, it's this. Starting an AI startup today is more accessible than ever. You don't need investors. You don't need a massive team. Sometimes all you need is a simple idea, a clear problem, and the willingness to launch quickly. Because the internet is full of AI business ideas waiting to be tested. And the biggest risk isn't failure. The biggest risk is waiting too long while everyone else experiments. So remember the question I asked at the beginning? Are viral AI startups actually genius ideas or just smart marketing? After copying one for 48 hours, I realized the truth is somewhere in the middle. Speed creates opportunity. And the people who move fastest are the ones who win. If this experiment opened your eyes to how AI startups really work, then you'll definitely want to watch the next video where I test 3 AI side hustles that claim to make money in just 24 hours, and the results were even crazier. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss it.